Sarju Markam, a 33-year-old auto mechanic and a father of two, was enraged when his ex moved forward and decided to get married to a gentleman by the name of Hemendra Mirawi. Markam, the ex, was living a double life. He was married with children while dating other women. Now, according to the bride-to-be, she had an abusive relationship with Markam before they split. When it was discovered that he was married to another lady with children, she didn't want anything to do with him and said,
"See ya later, asshole."
Before Markam, the jealous ex, became a mechanic, he worked as an assistant at a crusher plant for 2 years, where he learned how to assemble bombs, electronic repairs, and so on. According to authorities, before Markam quit, he stole roughly 250 grams of ammonium nitrate from the unit. Now, if you're like me, you're probably wondering, what the is ammonium nitrate? Yeah, I'm with you, but I got the answers. With a little clickety-clack research, here are the answers.
Ammonium nitrate is an odorless, colorless, or white crystal salt produced by the reaction of ammonia and nitric acid.
Ammonium nitrate rating is not flammable. A fire from ammonium nitrate is very unlikely, but it is a strong oxidizing agent that can cause combustible materials, such as wood, paper, and oil, to ignite. On the 30th of March, a day before the wedding, Markam, the crazy little douchebag, called his ex-lover and tried to dissuade her from getting married. He said,
"You are getting married, but you will never be happy."
A threat, if you ask me. He also called Hemendra, the soon-to-be husband, to threaten him. They had an altercation. See, Hemendra also had a talk with his fiancée, and the issue was settled, they thought. In a fit of jealous rage, Markam then began on his plot for revenge. He used his previous experience in electronics and explosives and created something that would devastate 2 families and claim the lives of 2 people. On the 31st of March, 2023, Hemendra was finally married to his wife. But this newfound happy marriage would not last long. Police said Markam had a friend give him a ride. Okay, so Markam, he called his friend up. Hey, I need a ride to a venue, man. I need to drop a gift off. Like it's a couple of friends. I haven't seen in a while, but I just want to congratulate them and wish them the best. If you don't mind, can you just give me a ride? His friend said, sure. Pulled up on a motorbike. He hopped on, and they took off. So Markam arrives at this venue. Somehow, Markam snuck in there. He drops the gift off. He hides it underneath other gifts, gets up, and leaves unnoticed. Hops back on the bike, and made his way home. Days later, Marawi, the husband, and his brother, Rajkumar, were looking into the gifts they received from the wedding. They came across a home theater system. They plugged it in, and the second they turned it on, the impact literally blew the roof off the house, and the surrounding walls collapsed. Marawi was instantly killed. His brother would later succumb to his injuries at the hospital. 4 members of the family were also injured, including an 18-month-old child, but were expected to survive and make a full recovery. Investigators had a prime suspect in mind and dug into Markam's past, discovering he had previously worked at the stone crushing plant and knew how to assemble explosives. Local shops also reported to police that Markam had recently purchased firecrackers, from which investigators believe is how he was able to extract and possess gunpowder. Authorities paid Markam, the jealous, bitter scumbag, a visit to his job and arrested him at work. Now, Markam later confessed to officers of his terrible, evil, malevolent deeds. The superintendent of police stated the accused told the police that he had planted the explosive in the home theater and gifted it to the married couple in a bid to kill them. He used ammonium nitrate, petrol, and gunpowder retrieved from the firecrackers. Thank God the wife was at her parents' home when this devastating incident occurred. Now, you may be wondering about the friend that picked him up and did him that favor. Well, yeah, that friend supposedly had no idea. He thought he was just doing a favor for a friend. Now, some of you may think, I don't know, but let's think about it. Would you travel with a bomb right on your back? I know I wouldn't. So the friend has no criminal liability. As of right now, Markam, the bird-chest little bastard, narcissistic maniac, is held in jail and hopefully will get life without parole. So here's my personal thought of this situation. I mean, it's tragic what happened to these poor victims that's just trying to live life. You got this guy that just couldn't get over the fact that he doesn't own a woman. I mean, you really went that far to prove a point. While you're making the bomb, you didn't think for like that 1 second ago, like, man, you know, maybe I should not do this. Like, this is crazy. I'm making a bomb here? Like, your senses should have kicked in. Like, wait, I got children. I can't do this. But no, your children, your actual wife did not matter. None of that mattered. All that mattered was your selfish needs.
You are one pathetic loser.